Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You got your boys here, Lanny and Bert, the Dividend Diplomats. Happy Monday morning, everybody. Happy Memorial Day. You know what? While you're cooking those burgers, while you're cooking those hot dogs, while you're spending time with your loved ones, it's time to give you an update on our option trading. How much income have we produced over the last week from options?
Smash that subscribe button. Give us a nice thumbs up, guys. Happy Memorial Day, as Bert said. Again, we're putting out these option income videos here. A little bit of another generation of not, some semi-passive income here by leveraging as much as possible, trying to get higher returns than normal here, guys. Doing it in a very, at least we like to think, a lower risk way. Uh, and it's been fun too. It's been a learning experience, guys. Bert's been doing them. I've been doing them. I have a goal, of trying to get to $1,000 in option premium income, and we'll see where I ended up after this week.
Yeah, and my goal for this is more activity based. So I want to force myself to learn how to do this. So I'm going to figure out what works some weeks, what doesn't learn this week. And you'll see when I talk about mine, I learned a lot about what doesn't necessarily work more than what's going to this week. So that'll be reflected in
All
mine.
good, which is all good. You want me to kick it off then, Chico?
You are the one with more activity this week. So I think that would make sense.
All right. Well, came into May 19th with $150.31 in premium income so far this year. And as I said in last week's video, I had a few expire the Friday before. So I was able to successfully write 3 cash secured puts, or CSPs as we call them. And all of them expire this Friday, May 30th, guys. I was able to generate $29.03 in option premium. I said my goal was to add 2 to 5%, so I did just that at 2.9%. So I'm now up to $179.34 in premium income. Now the big question is what did I write the 3 cash secured puts on? Now again, to have a cash secured put, to write one, you have to have enough capital to buy 100 shares of that stock at that strike price. So SoFi is a great example. I wrote one at $12.50. So I needed to have enough cash, aka $1,250, set aside in order to write that cash secured put. So I actually did one on SoFi at that price, did one on Kohls, KSS, and then did another one on Applied Tech, APLD, all expiring May 30th, again, generating $29.03 in option premiums.
Fantastic, Lanny. And my only trade this week was I tailed you for the Kohls. Ticker symbol KSS. The strike price is $6.50, expiring at the end of this week after earnings. So you're able to catch a little bit more on the premium because Kohls is releasing earnings this week. So you bet Lanny and I are going to be monitoring Kohls closely. Because I waited a day to do this versus Lanny. So this was a good lesson for everybody and for me too. Lanny grabbed at the beginning of the week at 11 cents. So he earned $11 of option premium. I grabbed it at 10 cents because I was a little day later. So there was you saw a little bit more of what was happening in the market. You were closer to the end date. So I missed out on $1 compared to Lanny because I didn't do it on the same day. But I'm happy with $10 on that.
Yeah, in the option game, how the formula works is, more time is more volatility. So the longer you are up until the expiration of your option, the more premium or value it will have. So you guys could probably look that up as well, but we might have some, help videos on this as well from just a terminology standpoint.
Yeah.
The big thing too for me right now is I have all of my options that I have right now written are going to expire this Friday, May 30th. So come Monday, the first week of June, I'll actually have $3,500 of freed up capital.
Nice.
I'm still trying to find one to write that's like at $250 if I can. So something that's at a $250 strike price this week.
Yeah, there's some low ones too. And I mentioned I had some lessons in here too. I grabbed 2 lessons from this week. Both my covered calls expired without any warning. I had $130 for target, and they finished obviously in the 98. And Intel was $1.30. What I'm learning is I'm starting to realize I can get a little bit closer to where the price is as I'm going along. Like it's great that I'm earning these premiums, but I'm going to start experimenting a little bit more with getting a little bit closer to the current price when I pick the strike price on cash secured. I mean, on covered calls, especially if I'm fine selling target if it hits a certain threshold. If I'm fine selling Intel at 26, why am I setting an option at 30? That's, I think, the lesson I'm taking away.
Yeah, so there it is, guys. Bert wrote one on Kohls expiring this Friday. He had his 2 expire on the previous Friday for Target and Intel. I wrote 3 on SoFi, APLD, and KSS, guys. Let us know what you're doing on the option front and what other videos you'd like to see on the option income front, guys. Let us know below.
If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and remember, you're either with us or you're against us, Jack.
That was Bert the Herdin, Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats, over and out.